Welcome to Nashville, Tennessee, Music City, USA, and home to the Commodores of Vanderbilt, who hope today they will hit all of the right notes. A couple of teams trying to stake their claim to being among the best in the country in this top 25 showdown we have in store. As we'll see, the number 11 team in the country, the Michigan State Spartans, taking on the 17th ranked team in the land, the Vanderbilt Commodores. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Spartans will kick it away to start us off. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Offense getting set for first down. The give to the back. At the 35, he's got room. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. To the air, it's Coffee. Fires left. And the ball is picked off.
This offense knew coming into this game it was not going to be easy throwing against this defense. They're at the top of virtually every major statistical category when it comes to pass D, and the quarterback just found out the hard way, throwing a pick on the opening drive.
The give to the tailback. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. These guys have really performed at a high level in SEC play, and the task is to try to keep this groove going.
Yeah, when you start the season like this, man, this is exactly what you drew up. Win your conference, be great in your conference, get to the conference championship. I'm not putting the cart before the horse, Paul, but great start.
No doubt. To win the SEC is a long road. You know about that. I know about that personally. And they just got to take one game at a time. They've done an outstanding job of doing that this year.
Now on 3rd down after that run. Snap it to the back. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense, because 3rd down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
Going up top on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Brown. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Spartans want to move quickly. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Quarterback will keep it. And boy, is he close to that first down. Maybe just a couple of inches short. The offense stays on the field. They just have inches to go on 4th down. Touch pass on the jet sweep. The Spartans get enough to move the chains.
I love the idea, and I love just finding ways to get your best players out in the open field. This pre-snap motion and using it to their advantage on that last play, I think that was a nice call.
And the Spartans have this offense rolling. Looking to move it through the air. Going to take a shot at this DB. Hits him in stride at the 10. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Spartans.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this drop.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to throw. It's Coffee. He makes the connection. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Leaves it with the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Bruce. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
They pick up the 1st down on the drag route. Good job by the receiver knowing it was man coverage. If he's looking, he's booking. He gave his quarterback the eyes right away that says, hey, I'm not stopping. Put it out in front of me. I'm getting this 1st down.
Pocket starts to collapse. Makes the catch.
Nice job by the quarterback knowing where his answer was against the blitz and against man coverage, picking up that completion.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Looking to throw, it's Coffee. Scrambling away. It falls incomplete, and will change ends of the field to get things started back up.
That's the end of the 1st quarter. Michigan State 7, Vanderbilt 0.
Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. The aerial assault continues. On target to the left. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. The Commodores come to the line with a new set of downs. Out of the gun to give to the back. Running it in the red zone, imposing their will and picking up 5 down to the 15.
I know the passing game sells. The passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Zings it complete to the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Quarterback strolling away from heat. Got enough space, and he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Vanderbilt.
Man, and these hurt because defensively you got him right where you want him. You got him backed up. Got to make him make a play, but you want to make him throw. He doesn't throw because he can do that. Let him scramble around, make something out of nothing, and run it in for the score.
And they tacked on the extra point. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Louisiana Tech is on top, but it's not like Terry Bradshaw is playing quarterback today, which is why they can't pull away. They're up by 10 over Sam Houston. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
They'll run play action. Feeling some heat. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
When it's a play action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Grabbed in the middle, it's Brown. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Makes the grab. It's Mayo. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
That's a really good-looking throw, and I love the decision right there. When I think back to my favorite Michigan State quarterback ever, it's Kirk Cousins. Wasn't the biggest, wasn't the strongest, fastest, didn't have the best arm. But he made good decisions. He read the defense and threw the ball accurately on time. This guy has the ability to do that, too. And if he keeps this up, this offense is going to be tough to stop.
And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. They'll keep it on the ground. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game.
They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a run.
They're bringing heat. And he can find a receiver, and down he goes.
Well, you just sort of felt like this defense had to do something to get this quarterback out of a rhythm, right? He's been picking them apart all drive long, and finally they come up with a sack.
Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab on the left. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Smarty.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
To the air, it's Coffee. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And that's what we players call a 7 route. That receiver ran it beautifully.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. They'll run it from the gun.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
He's back to throw on 2nd down. Using the quick game. He stepped out of bounds after a huge play, but hang on just a second. Defense might get bailed out here by a flag. And the Commodores have it with a 1st and 10. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. 1st down for this offense. He wants to throw. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Looking to pass on 2nd down. Got his man. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down.
And you got man-to-man coverage. You're running that curl route. That ball has to come out. You know you're going to get hit. Like, you know you stopped your route. He's going to be right there. But does a great job securing the catch, getting the 1st down.
Quick strike complete. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding leverage. I can't let that fast sucker get outside of me towards the sidelines. Nice job expanding with him and then going and making a tackle. One of the hardest things to do in football is tackle guys in the open field. Great job going and getting them on the ground.
Well, the quarterback's thrown from the pocket. He's trying to fit that football into a real small window down the middle of the field, and the defender's hit was able to jar the ball loose from the receiver. Great job.
Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. Looking to pass. It's Coffee. Using his legs to buy some time. trying to make magic with his feet. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
Timeout, Michigan State.
No movement from the field goal unit. The offense is out there to try to keep this drive alive on 4th down. Makes the grab, and he's got the first. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Vandy.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
And it's no good, and they're still down by 1. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. Fielded in the end zone, it's Brown. He's got great speed. He's got an alley. He's going to get loose. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Michigan State. Well, maybe they thought if they kicked it into the end zone that he wouldn't dare bring it back. Instead, he just dared them to tackle him, and nobody could. What an explosive return.
Yeah, and those guys got so much speed, they ain't scared. And you could tell, takes it out, good blocking, give him a little crease, and you could see the speed. You don't put slow guys back deep. You don't see Jesse Palmer returning kicks. No. You see the fast guys. You see an open space, and boom, he's gone.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
Just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart. You're going to be aggressive with your decision making.
Pressure coming. Still running at the 40. Really nice job by this sophomore quarterback to pick up the first down with the run. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He's going to pass. Unloads it left. He's got it. Across the 25, he's got room. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
To the air on first down. Here he goes breaking the pocket. A shot toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, yours.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
They got the touchdown, but now they want the 2 to tie this baby up.
Here we go.
Back to throw, it's Coffee. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority one. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Commodores will kick it away to start the second half. From inside the 10, here he comes. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
They almost got a first down there. Stopped a yard short. It'll be third down.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
On third and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
In halftime in this locker room, there was a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
This guy fits that Spartan quarterback mold, a guy who makes plays, a Jeff Smoker, a Kirk Cousins.
Yeah, a guy that you can depend on. You got to find that guy that can complement who you are and what you are, and so you can get a lot of the fans going, go green, go white. Find the complement at quarterback to this offense.
He's run out of bounds, but not before, turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. That was a really nice catch and an even better run after the grab.
Yeah, and get that ball to your playmaker. What's good about having him in the slot is he can go either direction. You can get him matched up on somebody that's not as fast, and you watch, he can run away from those linebackers or safeties.
Gets it out quickly. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
When you run your slant route and it's against man-to-man, one thing you know you're going to get is hit. When that wide receiver catches the football, slants don't open up wide open. Linebackers are going to be there, safeties are going to be there, so you got to be able to take that hit and hold on to that football.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And you can tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got in the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that third down.
That's a great job executing up front by the defense. They looked like they were ready for that play. And that was a bit of a more unconventional look from the offense on third down, but the defense was there to make a big stop.
And he missed it. No good. And guys, they missed a chance to stretch the lead. It's still sitting on a 2. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. We'll see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw, it's Coffee. Getting some heat. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
What an effort getting to the quarterback there. And you think about Michigan State D linemen, Jarrell Worthy, Shalik Calhoun, guys that would use their frame to their advantage, and you just could not block them. This guy has physical ability. He's got a lot of things you can't coach. One of those is that frame, and he used it right there to his advantage.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He makes the catch. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the 1st down.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the 1st.
You see this more and more in college football. Motion the running back out of the backfield. What am I looking for? I'm looking to see if it's man coverage. Does a linebacker go and chase him? If he does, guess what I get to do? Take advantage of my matchup. I like my speed better than yours.
He's got an open man. Got a lot of running room. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide.
Touchdown, Commodores! An epic comeback. They'll talk about this one forever if they can hold on, but they're on top right now. The field position was bad. The finish was great. Great way to answer that poor field position.
Poor field position, no problem. How about it? Great job on the offensive coordinator. This offense getting in a good rhythm early, even backed up, even in a predictable situation. Great job coming out.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Tennessee managed to eke out the victory in a tighter-than-expected one. And they'll be singing from the top of Rocky Top after this one, no matter the final score. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that. It sounds as if they had a good one there. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Gonna run it. It's Mayo. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride, and they want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the 1st.
To the ground. He's got it again. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Out of the gun, looking to throw. He's got his man. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route, running all the way across the field. And the DB just can't stay with him because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
The short hands, it's Mayo. Powers through. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
Out of bounds at the 30. And 1st down for the offense. That's the end of the 3rd quarter. Vanderbilt 26, Michigan State 21.
The Spartans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Got a man. It's Brown. No, what a move! And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the first down.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
Makes the catch, and he's brought down. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He'll just keep slinging it. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
Well, the drag route's put in this playbook to fight against man-to-man coverage. So there you see the receiver using his speed, working his way across the field. He gets separation on the DB, trying to trail him, makes the catch, turns it upfield for the first.
They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. And the Spartans want to pick up the tempo. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line. Goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open...
Touchdown, Spartans! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
Man, I love this offense, being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
Up by 1, they'll try to get the deuce and make it a field goal edge. Barrels ahead. He'll be stopped short. Still a 1-point game here in the fourth. They'd hoped to push this edge out to a field goal, but they were denied. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air. It's Coffee. Quickly complete. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
They'll throw it on first down. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. Into double coverage, and he picked it off. And he'll be marked down, but what a play to come up with that interception. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Okay, Jesse, this is a little bit of a tight spot. You'd love to be aggressive enough to get the first down, but you've got to take care of the ball first.
No doubt. I was going to say, ball security is at a premium. You cannot turn the football over at this point. The defense has 3 timeouts left, David, so probably conservative play calling here. You're expecting them to try to run to ice this game.
Conservative, I know they're going to be aggressive, but I also know that 1 first down ends this football game.
We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a 1-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. At this point, the defense just has to bring the house to try to stop the run and get the ball back, even on 2nd and 13. Got his man quickly. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
Great job creating space. That's what you're supposed to do. When you get man coverage, you got to find a way to get a step, make it easy for your quarterback to read that leverage. And when he drags across the field, he can see he had him. He completes it for the first down.
Trying to get to it. Might be looking to run. Gets rid of it. He looks that one in nicely. On the move at the 30. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Spartans have it with a 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. Gets it out fast. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down. And a chance, perhaps, to salt this game away if this offense can pay this off with a late touchdown. And the quarterback's just going to take a knee. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end. You need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
You can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those 1 play at a time, and then look up, and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.